So what I just watched, I almost for the first time being a Titans fan in 20 years now, about 20 years, a little over, I almost turned off the game. The offense is atrocious. It is disgusting how predictable and vanilla it is. Are the wide receivers this bad that they can't handle a hurry-up offense? They move the ball kind of when it was on hurry-up. When we sat there and wanted to get the receivers down the field, Mariota got killed. That offensive line that's so great, it's overrated. Immensely overrated. Taylor Lewan got his money, and I guess that was it. That's all he cared about because he was getting beat. 11 sacks. 11 sacks. That's wow. How do you? I'm pretty sure it's more. I haven't looked at the stats yet, but that's got to be close to the amount of completions Mariota had. 11 sacks. Give me a break. Don't give me this. I'm tired of everyone making excuses. I'm making excuses for people. It's clear that John Robinson doesn't think Mariota's his quarterback of the future. He has surrounded him with nothing. Someone told me today that, it was the worst case scenario. Delaney got hurt. Agreed. That's a horrible case scenario for Mariota. It was his tight end. It was his security blanket. And then Rashard Matthews quit. Rashard Matthews was a cancer of the locker room. They said, it came out in many articles after saying how that the Titans organization did a great job to keep him under wraps. That's not a guy you want in there teaching your young wide receivers to be more responsible or to do the work. That's not a guy you want in there. You want him out. So he actually did them a favor. You can't tell me that you can't score a touchdown. Matt LaFleur, everyone was worried that, we hired him, blah, blah, blah. He's going to be a head coach in a couple years. No, he's not. Not even close. He didn't make the play calls in LA, for one. He hasn't been able to score a touchdown in 3 games. Half of our games, he hasn't scored a touchdown. Half. No way. There's no way that you're going to be a head coach if you do this. They go out there. They don't care. There's no trust in any of the receivers. There's no separation. I'm sorry. They're blitzing. They're bringing pressure. I didn't see any quick outs. I might have missed it, but I didn't see any screen passes either. How do you get an over-aggressive defense backed up? You start throwing those quick passes. You start doing those things. I didn't see Mariota kept that one. My gosh. Unbelievable. Why they put me through this every year, I feel like. And you know what? Mike Mularkey's somewhere quietly laughing to himself. It's very clear, like I said, I don't think John Robinson likes Mariota. I don't think he thinks he's their quarterback of the future. He's refused to surround him with talent. He's definitely, he has some pressure. I don't care what anyone says. He doesn't call the plays, but he has pressure to put on LaFleur and Vrabel. You guys got to start scoring points. You got to start being creative. I would say that the Titans have several of these gadget players. I don't like to use gadget because it makes it seem like they're unproductive, but they have several of these players. Dion Lewis, Taywan Taylor, Corey Davis. These guys are fast. You could get them in short areas and they make stuff happen. But no, we don't do that. We refuse to do this. Why? I don't understand. You got nothing to lose. You couldn't put up a friggin' point. You got nothing to lose. In the defense, come on. The only reason why the Ravens didn't score 30 is because they didn't want to score 30. They knew that the Titans couldn't go anywhere. So they just ran the game down. The game's already over. It was like that. They knew they had it. After the second drive, they were 14-0. They weren't worried. Tennessee's not going to come back on you. Dean Pease, what are you doing? Why? This just reminds me of Dick LeBeau. You guys just refuse to believe that the running back can do anything but run. How many times did we have everyone covered and then nobody on the running back? He goes out and score. He gets 10 yards, 11 yards, 12 yards, just chunk after chunk. At one point, they were 11 for 14 on third down. That is unacceptable. The middle of the field is always open. Always open. I'm sorry. One of those third down conversions was a 3rd and 17 that they converted right over the middle. No pressure. We didn't sack Flacco once. Give me a break. You guys want to sit there and talk about your national media? I was one that sat there and said, you know what? If it keeps them focused, go for it. Apparently, it went to their head. They think that people should lay down because they think they're great. No. You guys still haven't earned nothing. You just lost the Bills. You just got embarrassed by the freaking Ravens. Embarrassed. Like, that is pathetic. You did not... You got shut out. Zero points. Shut out. Don't sit there and come in and tell me that you guys deserve to be mentioned with the other teams. Only one other team's been shut out. And that was a team you lost to last week. So how does that make you feel? I just don't understand. I don't understand how like people can answer for this. You are so uncreative on offense. Your defense, it's so easy when you bring zero pressure ever. And now you run all that. Like, I remember hating Dick LeBeau because all he wanted was this zone blitz scheme. And when you played anybody that had some decent or veteran wide receivers, they would immediately find the soft spot in the zone, and it looked like people were open for days, and they just carve us up. And here it is, all over again. Malcolm Butler, it might be the worst free agent John Robinson has signed. I mean, the guy is not that... I don't know if he's hurt or what's going on, but they are picking on him. You have a second-year corner in Logan Ryan, who's actually been pretty bad of recent years, and they're picking on this guy that we went out and gave all this money to. Give me a break, man. He's supposedly this giant physical, not giant, but he's this physical cornerback, yet he couldn't bump Crabtree off his route. Crabtree turned around, grabbed right in front of him. Who are you? You're nobody. Give me a break. This is just another one of those things where it's like I said, I pointed him out a few weeks ago. He was targeted 7 times a few weeks ago. 7 catches, 120 yards, and a touchdown. Is it time to say, like, he's just not good? I mean, there's a reason why the Patriots never overpay their players. I am in New England. All I hear is Patriots this, Patriots that. The Patriots are a next man up. They trust their scheme. They trust their coaching. They don't overpay their players. There's a reason why they let Butler walk. Because they knew they could live without him. Yet we come along and we pay him all this money. Like, just because we adopt the Patriots players that have won Super Bowls, doesn't mean they're going to win with our scheme. Our scheme is bad. It's uncreative. It's not scoring points. You're not getting the offensive line. I don't know what happened to that. Apparently, they just don't care anymore. It's just an absolute joke. You're gonna get Mariota killed, but like I said, I don't think Robinson really gives two craps what happens to him. I really don't know. How do you answer for any of this? You guys want to sit there and like the secondary, my man catches no balls? Oh, okay. How'd that work out? How's that been working out? Not very well. I'm floored. The only guy that seems to care is Jarrell Casey. He's the guy out there consistently getting double teamed all the time, and he's the only one making the freaking plays. I don't understand. I don't get how I can keep watching them and think that, it's going to turn around. Like I said, what's different than this coaching regime than when Mularkey was in charge? I know everyone's going to hammer me for that statement, but I don't care. Vrabel threw that. Why are you challenging that? It was clearly, what a bad challenge. Unless you planned on calling the timeout, I guess, which I don't understand why you would, because you just let them go down and try to attempt a field goal. But luckily, they false started. But what are you doing? I don't understand. Does Vrabel have too much hands on his offense? You're not an offensive guy. You never have been. Why are you out? Are you making calls, or is LaFleur just that uncreative and that bad? Is that it? I don't know. I mean, and if I hear one more time that Mariota's hurt, then don't play. It's not an excuse for you to play then. I can't keep hearing the excuses. He can't feel his fingers. Whatever. Don't play. I don't want to hear the excuse. If you're healthy enough to play, you think you've given yourself the best chance to win. You know that Blaine Gabbert is actually 2-0 in his starts? He beat the Texans, and he gets credit. He gets credit for the Jacksonville win, not Mariota. I don't care. And you know what? And he actually has... he just has played just as well as Mariota right now. I get it. The whole you brought him back from the Eagles. But I just don't understand how an offense that can move up and down all of a sudden just is we're just going to sit here and do this and zero separation. And, like, I don't know how many times I see these 3 receiver sets, and then all of a sudden we get carved up by 4 or 5 receiver sets and all this stuff. It's like, it's aggravating. The blame goes to everybody. There's nobody that's free of blame. But to not score a touchdown in 3 of your 6 games is inexcusable. Inexcusable. There was no drops. There's no Nick Williams. There's no Jennings drop to focus on. It was just bad. Bad. I don't know what else to say than, like, it's going to be a long season if they can't straighten out this offense. If they can't... At one point, the Ravens had something like 59 offensive plays to 35. They're almost going to double you up on offensive plays. That's good for the defense. Why? Like, what is going on? Like, the parent, like I said, I really think that maybe they don't like Derrick Henry either. Derrick Henry's done something, because I get it, they're behind, and then, like, it's weird because they want to run the ball on 1st and 2nd down late in the 4th quarter, down 21. Oh, you're going to catch him sleeping? Wow, you showed that? No, you didn't. I mean, it doesn't matter. The offensive line can't block any of them anyway. Whatever. I can't even react to the other games. I'm pretty sure Jacksonville lost. Houston won, and the Indy lost. So Houston now is being talked to the conversation to win the division. This is such a joke. I just don't get it, guys. I mean, go ahead, blast me, do what you got to do in the comments. Don't care, because, like I said, that's definitely how I see it. I'm still going to root for him. I'll root for him every week. But this is just a big middle finger right into the face of all the fans that you can't get in the end zone. At home. At home. What's the excuse? I mean, it's small. They're lucky they're a small market team, because media would not take that from the Patriots. They wouldn't take that from the Steelers. Like I said, you want your respect, go earn it. You can't do it. So I'll continue to sit here and watch you, and get angry, get mad. But, like, I just like to know, how is this really the best personnel we have? I would rather, like, I don't even understand. Like, I really do think that there's going to be a quarterback change next year. It's been abundantly clear that the refusal to try to go out and get just any sort of veteran presence or anything. I don't care if it's a big name player, a small name player. We need somebody that can just go out, and honestly need like a Harry Douglas type player. Need somebody to go out and make a catch when you need it. You need somebody that Mariota trusts, but they don't. That's it. I guess I don't know what the deal is with that. But anyway, like I said, follow, do whatever you got to do. I can't even talk about it anymore. I can't even think about football right now from this BS.